Horse friends, I'm Becca Salomon, and you're watching American Horse Talk Live. I'm really super excited to have a friend on the line with me today from Andalusia, Alabama area, originally from Kissimmee, Florida, which always makes me think of Kiss Me. His name is Mike Hyson, and he's with Mike's Saddle Shop. Welcome to the show, Mike. How are you doing today?
Good morning. How are you?
Good. Really glad to have you on here today because you do something that is interesting to me, which is tool leather, and I want to know all about that. So first of all, tell us a little bit about yourself, how you've been involved with horses, and then we'll get into how you started with this.
Well, I started rodeoing back in like 93 and got involved with it and got to meet people that had a leather shop, Nelson and Todd Kennedy out of Kissimmee, and got talking to them. And I'm pretty artistic usually, and got doing drawings and paintings for them, and it just kind of rolled in. Watching them do leather work really intrigued me, so I wanted to learn more how to do it. So it rolled into a full-time job with them, building chaps and odds and ends stuff, and I wanted to learn how to tool. So,
awesome. Yeah. So what about tooling excites you? I can tell you about what I think, but what do you like about it?
it's just you can be creative. I mean, your imagination is a limit. So no matter what you think of, you can do it. If you can put it on paper, you can tool it out of leather.
Yeah,
It's
it's
pretty
so
amazing.
cool. Yeah, but it's neat that you tap the tool in there and then the impression's in there forever. But it's also unforgiving if you make a mistake. Can you fix a mistake?
Well, that's where it's custom. There is no mistakes. You can make it something else. I mean, you can make a line into a leaf, or I see stuff that people don't see.
Yeah, for sure.
You're your own worst critic when it comes to that kind of stuff.
Yeah. All right. So tell us about your riding and stuff. Didn't you say that you did some roping and bull riding?
I rode bulls for 13 years. Rode bareback horses for a little while, and also team rope. I've still got my team roping horse and still enjoy riding.
Okay. All right. So, and then you've also got an interesting kind of history. You sent me a little information about yourself, and you've been at several saddle shops, and then a stint in Iraq. So, tell folks about your life in general and how you've developed into where you are now.
Yes, ma'am. In '99, I started wiring helicopters in Bloomfield, Connecticut, and then just kind of I kept going with it because full-time job, benefits, and just kind of went from place to place. And then actually SNC, Sierra Nevada Corporation, hired me here in Alabama to be a program manager. And they were here for 2 years, I think. And then when they shut this place down, they sent me to Iraq to work intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance for the Air Force.
Really?
And I was over there for 4 years.
Wow. That's impressive.
It's different.
Yeah. So, what's a memory you can share from that experience?
It's nothing nice. A lot of dust, hot weather. I mean, 135 degrees.
Wow. Do any of your designs reflect what you saw over there?
No, not really. I mean, I just kind of got the little style that I stay with right now.
Mm-hmm.
Probably in the last couple months, I've really dedicated myself to work on a certain style and perfect that, per se.
Okay.
And I've been working with that.
Okay. And then tell us how your business developed and when you started your own shop.
Well, working for Nelson and Todd, I always enjoyed doing leather work, and when I started tooling, I just started buying my own tools and my own machines, and we parted ways, and I opened my own shop and been going ever since.
Okay. So, did you want to give us a little tour of your shop? Is that possible?
Yeah.
Hold on, guys.
Yeah.
We're going for a ride.
Here's some of the flip-flops we're making.
Okay. Wow. So the flip-flop thing has really taken off for you, hasn't it?
Yes, ma'am, it has. Like I was telling you, I've always had people for years ask me about building them, and I was like, nah, I just do saddles and tack and stuff like that. And Um, this past summer I made one out of poster board and put it on my Facebook, and it kind of blew up.
Wow.
There's saddles we got for repairs and other machines.
Now, what kind of
dies.
what kind of leather and stuff do you use?
We use a veg tan
Mm-hmm.
leather, made from, of course, they're all cows, and we buy them already done, tanned.
I love that one. And what about your tools or whatever they're called, the things that you make the impressions with?
These are all the tools. Now, to do one simple flower, it probably takes 5 tools.
Really?
Yeah.
What are they called?
They're just like a lot of people make them. There are different names for them. They're just tooling tools, really.
Okay.
They're called bevelers and pear shaders and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, I remember that stuff. Yeah. I had a leather working kit when I was a kid, and it was Christmas ornaments. And I remember making tooling all the different little shapes. They had a boot shape that was like mirror image boot.
Yeah.
So it was connected at the bottom, and you tooled the outsides. You brought it together, and it had a little pin with a screw, and you put your keys on that and screw it together, and it made a little keychain. It's kind of cool. I love that. Yeah. So tell us a little bit more about the types of products that you have. And obviously the flip flops have taken off, but you do saddles and things like that, right?
Yes, ma'am. I've actually got 2 saddles here that I built myself from scratch. But I can do anything from horse tack to gun belts, holsters, regular belts. There again, your imagination's a limit. I don't feel there's nothing I couldn't make with leather. I've stayed away from clothes and shoes per se, but now I'm doing flip flops, and I'm wanting to build a pair of boots.
Wow. Now, if you could do boots, I might just have to come shopping down there all the time.
Yeah, it's gonna be tricky, but I think I could do it.
I had a friend when I was 16 years old. I would go dancing all the time, and I had a friend that made custom boots. I believe it was in Nashville, and he used elephant skins and all sorts of things.
Oh yeah,
it was really cool. So, you said your imagination is the limit. So tell us about the patterns that you come up with. Where's your inspiration?
Anything I see, my mind never stops. I mean, I'm always thinking about something to do, and if I see something I like, I'll kind of mental note. Or if I see something online, I may print it off and try to do it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And something I wondered about, because I would be interested in this, is do you offer any kind of clinics or training where you teach people how to do this? Because this is kind of a lost art.
Yeah, it is. I haven't yet. I've helped a couple people that have asked about it, but as far as just putting it out there and saying I want to do a class, I haven't done that yet.
Okay, I think you should.
It'd be interesting.
Yeah, for sure. Now, do you have customers that are all over the country or all over the world?
They are. I've shipped stuff from anywhere from Maine to California, and of course South Florida.
Wow, that's great. Okay, and what type of tack do people like the most? I just dropped my pen, so there you go.
Here recently, it's been mainly flip flops, but a lot of the rodeo people, head stalls, breast collars, saddle repairs, and gun belts.
Yeah, would that be popular with the mounted shooting people?
They are, and I've done like the shooting cuffs and stuff like that for them.
Okay, well, that's good. All right, and then do you do anything to continue your education? Like, do you go to leather craft trade shows or anything like that?
I've never been to one. I've always been interested in going because I always feel like you can learn something. And I mean, every time I sit down and start tooling something, I feel like I learned something. I figure something else out, or something comes to mind that just it clicks. You know what I mean? where
Right.
you understand something a little bit better. So I think going to a class like that would probably benefit you. I
Okay.
think definitely me.
And you don't do any kind of trade shows yourself where you have a booth?
No, ma'am. I'm actually trying to go to the NFR for the Cowboy Christmas this year
Are
in
you?
December.
Wow. That would be cool.
That's a
That's a
goal of
big one.
mine for
That's
this
a big one.
year. Yeah,
You'd have to take lots of stock out there.
we will. We're trying. I got a guy that helps me 3 days a week, and that's like them flip flops. I want to have at least 100 pair to take with me.
Yeah. And then
So,
just take orders.
yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. Well, let me show you this. You kind of showed it when you did the tour, but I was going to show this to everybody. This is a really special piece to me. I like that. Tell us a little bit about that one.
There again, it's just something I like. I like eagles, always have. And then when you asked, we were talking, and you asked me if I did anything with the American flag on it. I was like, well, not really at the time. So I sat down and just tooled that.
Yeah. And did you make that in a day?
Oh, it was one evening after dinner.
Really? That's amazing. So most of your things that you do, like for example, a fully tooled saddle, how long would that take?
Just the tooling alone is 40 hours.
Wow.
So, when you order something like that, it's probably 6 months.
Wow. Well, somebody has made a comment here, so let me put this down and I'll bring that up so we can see it. Let's see. Lee Beachboard says, looks amazing. You do such a great job on all of your work.
Thank you.
Do you know that person?
I do.
Yeah. Who's that?
I've known Lee for 20 years.
Really?
I lived in North Carolina in 99, and I met her and her husband when I was rodeoing up there.
Okay.
And her and I have stayed in contact and been friends ever since.
Awesome. And then my husband gave you a thumbs up. he approves.
Thank you.
All right. So, also, I just wanted to ask you, and I kind of forget to ask people this, but I really want to ask everybody this. First of all, are your products and everything, is everything American made?
It is.
It is. And so what does it mean to you to be an American?
It's great. I just, I've traveled the world. I've been to Japan. I've been to, Germany. I've been to Iraq. And there's no other place like it.
I agree.
We've gotten some bad situations, but, we're still here.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it makes you really appreciate your home once you leave and go out of the country and then you come back.
It definitely does that.
For sure. Yeah, well, one thing that we wanted to do is do a giveaway. And I'm going to show folks what they could win. That's just an example, but it's going to be a custom pair of flip-flops, right?
Yes, ma'am. The winner can design them however they want them, and we'll get them built and sent to them.
Okay. And so we want folks that are watching this now, live or on the replay views, to type in flip-flops. Is that a good word?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah, just type in flip-flops in the comments, and we'll take all the people that put that in there and pick a lucky winner. Yeah?
For sure.
Sound good? All right. Well, have we covered everything you want to cover? Is there anything else you want to share? Anything coming up? Any events or anything?
Nothing I think of except for, Vegas. If we get to go to Vegas and go to Cowboy Christmas and set up, that'd be a big goal.
Yeah. Maybe you could come back and give us an update, even from the event. That would be cool.
Definitely.
Yeah. Oh, here's another comment. Let me put this up real quick. Here's a question. Is most of your work custom?
It is custom.
Okay. And then
99% of it's all custom work.
Also, how long does it take to get a pair of flip-flops made?
I can get a pair out in 2 weeks.
Okay. Good. Awesome.
Sooner,
that was Sheila Chandler.
If we're not as busy, I can get it out in 2 weeks.
Okay. Let's see. Hold on one second. Lee says, share the puppy. What does that mean?
He's talking about
Come here. That's your puppy?
That's my buddy.
Oh, what a sweetie. What's the story with the doggy?
That's just Trip. He's with me every day, all day long.
So he's the shop dog.
He's my shop dog.
Awesome. Beautiful. All right. Well, I think we lost Mike, but maybe he'll be back here in a second. Here he comes. Give me 1 second to bring him back in. Hey, we lost you for a second.
Well, yeah, just a second.
Maybe the dog hit the phone. All right. Well, I appreciate you coming on today to tell us about your horse story and all about your leather crafting there. That's really cool.
Thank you.
Yeah, and folks, make sure you put flip-flops in the comments. Sheila's already got one in there. Yay for you, Sheila. Maybe you'll win. All right, and also, yeah, really plan to come back and give us an update from the NFR if you do that. That'd be really cool. I've always wanted to go out there.
And I'll do an interview with you out there too if you want to.
Yeah, I'd love that. Okay. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Make sure you share it if you're enjoying our content. Share it to all your horse friends. Go to the American Horse Talk page, like it for updates on when we go live. Join the American Horse Talk group to help us share love of country and love of horse. All right, Mike, you have a good day.
All right, thank you. You too.
All right, talk to you later.
All right,
bye-bye.